Turn it on. Say hello.
No, I'm not gonna say hello. I'm just gonna focus on learning.
Well, okay, never mind. You be a Chinese guy and then you never say anything, never say hello. Okay, that's fine. But it's already recording. I just let you know.
Yeah.
You can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go into. Oh, I keep pressing the screen. I keep thinking it's a touch screen, for some stupid reason. Okay,
Oh,
I'm just-
gamepad, right?
Yeah.
I always do that.
It's so annoying. Like why? Like it's a touch screen. Like WiiU has a touch screen. Why you not implement for Smash?
I know, right?
No, makes no sense. Okay. Oh, it's lagging. I think. Yeah, there's like a 5 sec lag to my PC to be able to see what's going on. Okay. Never mind. Now I know that. So if I ever do something like I just perfect pivot and it only happened like 4 seconds later.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is that I'll explain something and then you see it like 4 seconds later. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Where do we start? Okay, you're obviously not new. You've been playing Smash for almost a year, and then you've pretty much played with everybody, including like Zachary. You fought Tane already, right?
Nope.
Oh, you never fought Tane. Oh my
Nope.
god. Okay, you never fought Tane. You fought Safe, obviously. You fought Nishiki. Who else are that I might know other than Ben, like Nicholas, all that?
You know who's Adamus?
Adamas. No, why? I don't
Okay,
know.
he's a villager. He taught me how to be patient.
Is he new?
Nope, he's quite old. Now I fought Gerald, but he hasn't played recently, so yeah, sadly.
Jero is. I think he's actually pretty good, but it's weird, For me, between Tane, I was having a conversation on WhatsApp with Tane the other day about Jero, and it is weird because I've never really like lose like a few times to Jero. Like if I play against Jero, right? I mean, I don't know now, but like a few months back, it was kind of like out of maybe 5-6 games, maybe Jero would win me once. But with 14, right, he told me that, oh my god, this is like gonna sound so political, but it's really not lah. It's just gameplay. So with Tane, he actually told me that he actually has some trouble against Gerald. But it's weird because like for me, Gerald is no problem, and I feel like Tane is his playstyle actually like counter mine a lot more better. So I guess it feels like rock paper scissors in that way.
Oh my
and-
god, so much theory.
But I mean, in that sense, right? It's more like the player style. So did I tell you before that there are 3 types of characters? There's basically the grapple heavy type of character, and then there's the zoning character, and then there's the setup combo based character, right? I think I told you that a long time ago.
Yeah, long
Okay.
time ago.
Okay, so why am I telling you this, right? It's because it's important to know, first off, because you know how to interact with them. And then the other one being is that those types of characters, they take advantage of different things, mechanics inside the game, right? And if you're not really aware and you just kind of like play your same style against everybody else, the big problem is that is you essentially, when you go tournament, right, you have this problem where if you get paired off with somebody who's like your paper and your, he's like your scissors and you're the paper, you're gonna lose. So you don't want to end up in a situation like that. You kind of want to know, at least, right, at your fundamental of play, right, with all 2D fighting games is like this. They all follow this same bunch of theories. I'm not like teaching anything that's like specific to this game, at least not meta yet, because that is like crazy. You memorize all that and it's like you go tournament and like don't see how you can apply that in a week. Like, it's easier if I teach you right now like what game logic in the game that you should be aware of, like the perfect pivot range, the perfect grab, what is that? The pivot grab range. Oh my god, I couldn't even get the words. So shame of me. But yeah, things like poke and all that. So like, if you fight against Gerald is better against like he's gonna look out for your pokes. Like if sorry, not Gerald, Tane. If you fight Tane, he'll look out for your pokes. If you fight Gerald is gonna look for setups because he plays a shake and he plays combo character. So you know where the character starts his combo,
Yep.
and you know how to avoid those essentially. But booking character, you need to be like more careful of them like all the time. It's just that the payoff is different, you know. You get hit by a combo character, you're gonna look at your HP like suddenly go up 40 damage, 60 damage.
Like Nessa.
Ness, it depends what character, because Ness can only combo certain characters. So I say Ness is more of the it's more of the poking type, kind of like a Sea Falcon, Captain Falcon.
Then Zero Suit Samus and Meta Knight is the type of setup, right?
They are more of setup and then combo. So if you fight against those characters, you're actually very right. It's like you need to be careful of particular spacing. You see, like because Bowser is a poking character, right? He can actually like hit you with a lot of things. He got this, he got this front things, and when you fight him, right, you feel like he has a lot of priority. I mean, this is like one of the worst poking characters in the game. That's why he's like so low tier. Like even Captain Falcon can actually beat this, and it's supposed to be disjointed, so it fails basically. The way this move was designed, like a lot of other Bowser's moves. But like in general, right, when you fight poking characters, you need to be cautious that you don't keep getting punished by them, because if they keep following up, right, you will get hit hard. But because they cannot combo, they cannot really combo. Once you break from them, right, you're free. As long as they don't read you, and you know you kind of like back off, you can kind of guess where they're going to follow up the next area, or they're going to come for you the next area, or they're going to pressure you to do something, so they're going to trap you. That's how poking characters are forced to play, because they don't have anything guaranteed. But because if you fight characters who are guaranteed, like Shake, Zero Suit Samus and all that, right, you cannot let them hit you like even once. If you let them hit you once, right, if the player does not screw up in their knowledge of percentage and combo and all that, they are gonna really like hit you hard. So yeah, so it's kind of like once you get to the higher level of play, where you know how to, which spacing should you be, where you should guard and all that, right, it's more like you need to be careful of poking characters, because they have more opportunities. But with setup characters, right, they will have a few opportunities, but those opportunities pay back quite a lot. Is my screen stuck?
Yep.
Oh my god, what happened? I better restart this. That fails.
I think your screen fell asleep on your theory.
Yeah, probably my screen fell asleep. Hold on. Can you actually see my Windows menu?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So I just have to click this, turn it on again. I think it saw me I was AFK for too long or something like that.
Oh yeah, good point.
Because it's not actually recording. Is it gonna connect? Probably I'll cut this out.
Let's move on to the theory.
Yeah, okay. What was I talking about just now?
Bowser, heavy poker, but there are different types. One is like Bowser, it doesn't have confirmed setup, so you can get poked by it. But then for characters like Sheik, right, if you get hit by once, you get comboed. So you must be really careful not to get hit by once.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you see like why people say characters like Sheik and Zero Suit Samus are very high tier. Is because with a lot of 2D games, right, the basic concept is that if the character can combo, how you balance it, you make their opportunities or how to set up and all that, right, you make them need to time a lot more stricter. They're slower a bit. They are maybe if you stand only in front of them, so be like behind them, they cannot combo you or something like that. But the problem with this game in general is that this game is the combo characters that are also fast, and they also have good moves, and they also have good moves that hit well, that lag very little on their end lag, which is like, it's fucking retarded. Like yeah, it's true. It's when you look at it in like so many other games, Guilty Gear. I mean, of course, Street Fighter. And it's sad when I look at that. I feel like it's what's really keeping this game from becoming an esport. But that's my opinion now, okay? I think that, yeah, I mean, you can see, right? You saw the Zero lose to Nairo,
right? Yeah,
yeah, the 25%. Yeah, you saw a match, right? It's like 25% done, dead already. Just like that. It's just like one combo and you're dead. And it's like, I mean, yes, it takes a lot of skill to master that. But once you master that, right, there's nothing already. You just like master that already. You can use on everybody. You just have to remember the percentage. And that part takes it out of the rock paper scissors mind games, reading games of the fighting game. So that's my problem lah. I'm just like I just voicing it out because it really bugs
When
me a
you
lot.
play with me, right, are you brain dead?
You mean autopilot?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. What we call autopilot is when we play, and then I cannot show you on my screen right now because apparently my game fucked up.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the general idea is that hey, I got an idea. Hold on, let me stop the screen share and then share back. Turn on this thing again. I'll see what happens. Give me a moment, But to answer your question, what was your question again?
Are you brain dead when you fight me?
Do I autopilot? I think I autopilot quite a lot against most of the people inside the group. That's actually one of the reasons why I feel like I continue playing Bowser is because I'm not at a place yet where people are forcing me to stop playing Bowser. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what I mean.
Yeah, if Bowser's not a strong Bowser is really a bad character, you know. And Srika was telling me the other day, like, Bowser is like so stupid to use, and then like he tells me, but yet you're using him, and then you can like beat me with it, and I'm like telling him, I just using him because I came from Street Fighter, right? So
Yeah.
it's this kind of control scheme for me is ridiculously easy. You cannot even begin to imagine.
The Street Fighters, the input, the combos, you know.
Yeah, and if you want to learn like the crazy advanced stuff, that is like painful to learn. So like when I came over to Smash, right, it was finally the game that I wanted to play, and it was definitely more, to me, it's more the most balanced Smash game. But at the same time, right, there's all these little things that I felt that were a bit too simple to use, and it will force bad habit. Like imagine if I use Sonic at the beginning of my learning stage, right? Then I would probably be
Roll a lot.
doing. Sorry?
Rolling a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I would be rolling a lot, and there is a bad habit. Once you start rolling, that's actually what I saw a lot of people who didn't know how to play Smash or any fighting game. They pick up the Mac first, and then halfway 1-2 months in, right, they found that they're winning a lot at first, then they're losing a lot to their friends. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what I mean.
Yeah, because once you
Bad
get
habit.
to bad habit. It's the same thing with Street Fighter and Zangief. A lot of players who begin the game, right, they pick Zangief first because they found out, oh my god, he's like so strong at the beginning of the game, and then like
Oh.
at halfway through, right, when they get to everybody's learning how to do combos and all that, they found out that he's really hard to do, initiate combos to pokes and all that, so they kind of like give up on him. So it's very similar with the case with Lil Mac here, you know. If he gets in on you, you're really gonna get it. But like his fundamentals play, right, have to be so freaking solid if he has to play against good players. Otherwise, if he just play newbie, of course he'll win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not getting a feedback on my WiiU. Give me a moment.
That's okay.
Sorry, really sorry. Okay, hopefully, let's get it working again. Yes, it's working.
Okay.
Bloody hell. Okay, the Kazoo type. Okay, let me talk a bit about Bowser Jr. Okay, Bowser Jr., right, first of all, you need to know his basics first. Let's get those out of the way. A lot of his moves are disjointed. You cannot hit back this. You get what I mean?
Okay. Oh, do you mean like when I do that, they cannot hit my moves? They cannot hit that part of the hitbox?
No, they cannot. That's actually Bowser Jr.'s biggest advantage, right? Is that other than the fact that his body box is actually bigger than, it's about Falcon's size, and that's one of the reasons why Falcon is here. It's about Falcon's size, so he can get hit about Falcon. And if actually his crouch doesn't help him that much, he actually has a really bad crouch. But like he cannot dodge crazy stuff. Like maybe he can dodge certain characters FS, so it might be a good idea to, he's gonna F air, right? You just crouch underneath it as he's gonna F air. That's a good idea. If it's like shake or something like that.
I think his F tilt can aim too.
Yeah, can. That one is already sure, but it's not very useful because you see it's like shorter than him, the up version,
Oh,
you know.
but maybe the starting frames come out faster for the lower and upper one.
I don't think it does. It's about the same. I feel
I
it's
mean,
about the
then
same.
isn't the downstairs version of F tilt like a disadvantage? Why would people use it?
Okay, you should test it out. I don't know. It might trip. Let's see. Hold on. Let's reset it to lower percentage, and then this is how actually I test stuff. I just go in, right, and then see does it trip. You notice it actually pushes the guy down.
Oh, what if you do up?
Okay, actually he went suicide. That's crazy.
Oh
Okay,
my god, you kill him with down
hold on.
F tilts.
Yeah, it forces it randomly forces a. Okay, so that means, right, Bowser Jr. is actually one of those characters like what I said about Sonic. You do like that, and then when he get up that time, you punch him. You quickly rush to him. You punch him once, but that one requires quite a lot of knowledge, and it requires a few tech to do. But you want the trip. The trip guarantees you a hit.
Smash.
Yeah. You saw this now. Falcon trip down, right? He like fall down on the floor. He didn't like just get on his knees. He
Yeah, I saw
literally
it.
like fell on the floor. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can get it
It's
out.
random.
Is it random?
He's
Or is
down
it
air trips sometimes.
down air or trips?
One of the hitbox. I think the last. No wait, I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, I got a lot of goodies to show you on Bowser Jr. that I found just now when you were in the toilet or whatever.
So fast, and I wasn't in the
Yeah,
toilet.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I found 3 things actually. It's quite advanced. But I want to teach you the most normal advanced things that you'll probably be using first. Okay. So first of all, you know that one has a trip, but let's not get into that first because that one requires some other knowledge in order to make use. So first of all, Bowser Jr. There's 2 types of characters in Smash. The movement, I mean. One is that the character that can only foxtrot, and then there's another type of character, right, who can run, stop, and foxtrot.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not sure if any run stop characters cannot foxtrot or not. That's my only question. So you know what's foxtrot already, which is that if you do perfect pivot slow a bit, you can actually do this thing where actually Bowser Jr. cannot foxtrot. Oh no, he can, but it's not very useful if it's not very useful if you're gonna just do it like that. Okay, it's not very useful lah. His run stop is more useful. So what is run stop? Some characters in the game, and a lot of characters in the game cannot do this, including Fox and Mewtwo, which is called what we call run stop. You see, if you dash to your shield, do you realize it's slow a bit? In fact, if you want to dash, then after that you do F smash, you won't. You will just do this dash attack. Okay, watch me do this. Okay, wait. He got his run stop were actually the animation too laggy at the end. Okay, what I was gonna say, right? Run stop is when you press dash forward. You will press forward 2 times or backwards 2 times. What happens, right? It goes straight into your run animation. And this is really good for characters whose running animation back to neutral idle animation, right, is short. So Bowser is really good, Sonic is really good, but Bowser Jr., he looks like it's really bad. It's as bad as King DDD's. I can still see some use for it, but it's gonna be difficult. Because, right, what Bowser can do, he can force himself to run earlier, and then he can F smash. That's why you see me, how come I can run up to you and then I don't do dash attack, I do a forward smash. It's because I'm doing a cancel like that. But never mind, Bowser Jr. can still use his shield earlier. He just have to like that. Why is not okay? Wow, his one actually quite laggy. So you can actually dash to shield like this, right? Like you normally can. Or if you want, you can run stop it. And the only good thing of doing it by run stop, right? Oh, but if his one too laggy, won't be able to do. Anything. Because run stop to shield is really good, like you can do out of you can actually slide this. With Mewtwo, right, you can actually use it to out shield, then you slide the up smash forwards. It's like you can slide forwards while doing the up smash. It's pretty crazy. Sonic also can do that. But if Bowser Jr. cannot do that, so sad. He can
Oh,
run
well.
stop, but his run stop is not good. Okay, never mind. You know that's now the thing I wanted to show you is Mario.
Oh.
Okay. Which is this. Actually, no, don't catch on my leg. You can make yourself miss the ledge entirely. Hold on, You see this?
Yeah, I saw it. You didn't grab the ledge because you pressed A. Or if you press, yeah, okay.
No, I press up actually. If you press A, it will still grab one. You need to press up. If you don't press right, you see, it will pass through. Do you know how to do this?
There was once I did it by accident and died.
By accident and died.
It's like I wanted to hit him by using the hammer, right? Because he was edge guarding me. But then he shielded, then I fell down and died.
Give me a moment, I let my cat out. Hey, sorry. Sorry, Apache. Oh, no need to babysit. Okay.
Oh yeah, I am having a competition with Suika that we're gonna main Ganon and see whose Ganon is better at the end of 2 weeks.
Lol.
It's a serious competition.
Okay. Let me get it out of the way first. These few things. How you do this? You hold up during recovery. That's
Okay,
actually that is all to it. If you can actually do it without even pressing anything. Watch. And why would you do this? First of all, with Bowser Jr., right? Of course, you don't want to do it empty because after that he cannot recover his.
Yeah.
But you want to do it with this thing instead because I think right, with a lot of characters, they cannot actually block this thing properly. So you might want to try out yourself when in friendlies, right? Try out to see which characters cannot block against. I know Bowser cannot actually block against this one easily. It's actually pretty hard to block against that. So if you do it at Rising, right, at high percentages, you just kill him. Why not take it? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one. Do you know that up B cannot turn face?
What?
Sonic's one can.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
He can turn the other way. Bowser Jr. one cannot, but his down B can. And the down B one actually you can do stuff like this. See ya.
How you failed? Oh damn it.
I'm still holding the thing. Do you realize that?
Yeah. Wait, what?
See ya. Wait, let me hold again. A bit sloppy right now. Sleepy.
It's okay.
Okay, where am I again? Okay, am I? Okay, there we go. See ya, see this? Do you see like I'm still holding the thing?
It exploded. But you were holding the thing ah. Oh, you taught me this once, I remember. Like we were practicing.
See ya, see me
And then you're using
I'm still holding this thing, you know.
You press A then the grab button or something, right?
It's press shield. It's what we call Z airing. You see, I can actually. I'm still holding.
But then what's the point? You will explode soon.
Why? What's the point? Because when you're holding that time, if the opponent is still next to you, it explodes with him. It does a few things. First of all, right, when you re-grab it, and then you notice what I did there, it won't hurt you. First of all, it won't hurt you. Second of all, right, you can combo together with this. Watch this. I'm not getting any damage. It's free. I'm holding it.
Oh my god, that advanced tech. I have to learn everything.
It's why Link always holds his bombs. Another one you can do is like that, neutral. So you can actually like if you throw your opponent off already, right? You can actually just hold this back.
You know that's a very good thing because like, imagine if your new aerial fails, then your opponent grabs you. Right?
I actually have no idea why you don't know this yet, because I knew this actually before I met you. But I was wondering why you never tried to do it. You see, I can
Yes.
still throw up, you know.
Because I'm not good enough. Okay.
No lah. I mean, you just didn't do the theory crafting lah. See, I'm still holding this thing. I can still drop this thing. It's like with ledge guarding is ridiculous. I'm like hold this thing. I grab it. I'm still holding it. See, I'm like just holding this thing forever only.
But your timing must be straight, right?
I think you just need to get used lah because
Yeah.
the problem why I was having it right is because Bowser Jr. has this same problem that Bowser has, which is that your grab range right is about only in front of you like that, and then you know where the clown's the smile ends near the middle area.
What?
I'm okay. I'm trying to show you a distance. Okay, do you know where Bowser Jr.'s hair starts? His hair, the tuft of his hair.
Yeah.
He cannot grab stuff that's below that hair.
Oh, then if Larry,
No, I mean with so you look at the clown car lah. You depend on the clown car. Basically, in the middle of the smile, you cannot grab things if you go past the middle of the smile.
you mean the what's it called, handkerchief on his neck?
No, I mean the smile on the clown car.
Anything below you can't grab.
I mean anything past your middle area, your middle of your hitbox, your body, right? You cannot grab stuff there. That's
So
the
both
problem
Bowser
it has.
Jr.'s body.
Yeah, all Bowser Jr.'s body. Bowser also has this problem. If that's why you see in even though I'm standing on top of something in when we're playing items, I don't know if you ever noticed I cannot pick up stuff one, even though I'm standing on top of them.
Oh.
That's actually why. Bowser Jr. also he has this same problem, but he's not as bad as Bowser obviously. But you want to know this tech because you want to be able to do your ass for free and still hold this thing. For few reasons. First off, if you're holding the thing right and you're recovering, I don't know if you do this, but you really should start the habit. If you know that person might end up grabbing you, in case right, you just grab this. If you're not high percentage right, chances are if you fall off right, you can actually get yourself back up. It's what Link players always do.
Yeah.
And,
to get the second recovery.
To get the second recovery, especially for Bowser Jr., why you want to do that is because you get to use your sidecar again and you get to use your up B again. And because I think Bowser Jr. has 4, right? Like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Can he actually use the sidecar again after that? 1, 2, jump. No, he can. I don't think he can the second time.
If you spin,
Oh, if I spin only
If you get hit, I think you can also.
Yeah.
If you get hit, also can.
If I jump off? Oh, I cannot actually side B again.
You must spin or get hit.
Or must spin or get hit. If I hit other people?
No.
Oh yeah, you're right. Must spin. That's good to know. So yeah, that's why, because when you get bomb right, I believe all those gets refreshed. Hold on, let me try it over here. Yeah, you can still side B. Holy crap!
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's one thing to know. If you know that your mid percentage and your opponent is trying to grab you and you are not sure whether you can counter. First of all, if you hold this thing right, you can actually air him for free. And I'll tell you the comments for that in a bit. But right now I'm seeing how useful it is for you to learn that or not. But if you don't re-grab it right, if you don't do the air thing, if he grabs you or anything, you got 1 recovery for free. You can sidecar. If you fail, you can let yourself get bombed and sidecar again. Okay, so how do you let go of objects and still be able to air? You know what is the let go button, right?
A. No, L. Like you jump, you do nothing, you just press the what's it called? I don't know, grab or shield button.
You grab. So basically, if you're doing it manually, you press shield and you attack. So you
taught me this already.
Yeah, I told you this. I think I say it's a Z. It's what we call Z airing. And then why you want to do it? For obvious, you see I can up air for free and I'm still holding it. Does it still bomb after that's my question only. Oh yeah, it still bombs. It doesn't bomb you, it bombs them for free.
What do you mean?
See see, let's say I do my up. Wait, see whether it hits them or not.
Your range, okay, I think I get what you mean. Like, it doesn't bomb you, but it still bombs them.
But the range is very small. Yeah, it doesn't bomb you, it bombs them for free. So you can actually keep this on your body. Too bad Bowser's Jr.'s hitbox is so big. But that's definitely worth knowing. So that means, right, if you're holding this thing and you're going to spam up air on them, right? Oh, that means if you actually can get the timing of it, it's actually pretty good. You can do up air like that. As long as they are facing behind you, right, they can still get bombed by the thing if they decide to let go of their shield. So what that means, right, you can actually use this plus your down air in order to create one extra hit.
Okay.
You see that? If they block it, right, they will get hit by the other one. What else can he do? Do you know about this thing?
What the? That works?
See that? First time Bowser Jr. already can do stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm scaring you.
Are you talking about B reverse?
Yeah, that's B reversing. But you don't need to B reverse it. Press the directional after you press B. You can also do it before. And if you do it before, you will do it landing instead. See? This one is doing landing. That one just now you notice that Bowser Jr. will jump up a little bit. Why is it lagging?
That's what you get when you say you can lose stuff with Bowser Jr. after using him for the first time.
Because I never really tag with him. Now I'm just lagging for... what is keeping him from doing his...
I think the character is probably feeling insulted now.
No, hold on
Not your fault.
Oh, if he doesn't hit anybody... Oh, if he doesn't hit anybody, you cannot. Let me restart the game and see if it's a bug or something. Give me a quick moment now. But yeah, now you know that you can actually combo the side B into regular B.
Yeah.
Let's pick Fox as our character to get whacked.
But if you can only use your cannon after you hit someone, right, then your back air is a better follow-up.
Depends on versus you fighting who, right? I mean, if the character got long ass range like Ike, why you want to use your back air?
Yeah.
I don't dare. I wouldn't even.
No, it's possible because they will still be in hit stun.
If they shield it,
they can't.
See what I mean?
As in like if I hit them with the Koopa car, right, they'll fly out.
If you hit them, but if they shield,
then I'll SD and then they'll cry. I don't know.
But I believe if they shield, right, you should be able to still do your this. Why is it like? No, I don't think it's needing to hit them first. No, it's just that the timing is very straight. Or only after he reaches the high jump. You cannot actually do it before. You need to let him do the jump first, then only you can do it. So if you do it with the B reverse, you press B first, you will actually do it pop up in the air for a while. But if you do it after when the directional come down, right, he will actually do it while landing. That's important to know though, because I don't think it actually connects if you... Yeah, it does. You see that? It still hits, you know. How much damage is that, huh? Let's try it.
N.
That's 13. Okay lah. With the back air, the 12. And you can shield the back air. You need to block straight away. Okay, I think like this. It really depends on the distance. If the guy you feel that he got hit, right, you should do the neutral B. If you should do the cannon. If he shield, right, you should do back air. Unless if it's against characters like Ike, you should go further away and you do neutral B.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I don't know if you know about this, but do you know what's the point of doing this? I actually saw a Japanese player do this to me once, and I didn't realize what he was doing, right? Because it was lagging. So when he actually did it perfectly, right, I really kena my ass, which is that, let me see if I can do it here. because I'm not good enough with Bowser Jr. to get the timings on that yet.
Oh my god, them Japanese
Do you
players.
see that? Oh, yeah,
Okay,
then-
you fired, then immediately after fire you grab the ledge, so there was like no lag or something.
Yeah, there was no lag or anything. What is his timing for the B side B is actually pretty sharp. So bit need to practice.
Okay, I'll master that.
Wow, it's actually pretty sharp. It's not like it's not easy. You cannot B reverse that thing, otherwise it will change. Then you see,
So
what
you
if I
must
do
like
it-
reverse jump.
is there any? Oh wow, you can like that. You can B reverse it. It's much more safe. Can I actually, if I... Wow, his grabbing distance is actually really good. Oh, you can do it like that as well.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do it lower a bit. Because I saw a Japanese player did this to me once and it caught me by surprise. I couldn't ledge guard him. You remember what I said earlier? When you poke, if you're the character not using a disjointed hitbox, his hand will get hit. So if you bomb the ledge, if you bomb the stage, right, rather than you bomb the but the timing difficult to pull off, if you need practice. Yeah, this one is something.
Hey, they say PSI is 400
now.
Yeah, freaky.
You saw that, right? The one that it hit the ledge only and bounced back.
Yep.
That's the one you want to do if it's a character that's trying to do a smash or something at the ledge. It will either parry, force them into parry. You won't need to parry because it's a projectile. Or it will hit them if they don't have disjointed hitbox.
All these tags must be. I go write them down.
How many jumps does he have? Can he recover this one? No.
Yes, three or four.
Yeah, the first jump, then after that the side B, you spin, jump, then. But it's why would you? Oh, you need to really memorize that.
Why would you spin right?
Yeah, because spin is actually like the momentum really gets you off. How far is his pivot grab?
It's quite good for me. Like it's kind of far, I guess. It's not 027's far or Link far, but it's
Or Bowser far? Bowser like teleports you.
yeah, Bowser far, I guess.
It's okay lah. It's definitely pretty good. But you can see where's the grab, so people can kind of like see Bowser's one, right? It's ridiculous. I don't know if you noticed before, but like against Tane, right? It's so weird. Like I'm standing here, suddenly he gets grabbed when I do like that, and he like gets confused. Okay, so remember when I said the jab, you cancel to crouch.
Wait out. Ledge guard with cannon and then mecha.
Anti-ledge guard with cannon.
Partial. And then
Then when you press up, when you recover the time to get the hit sometimes. Then what I just did.
yeah, but normally people will just shield it because they expect the hammer.
How you know? How you know they won't try? I mean, you don't use it all the time lah. If you use it maybe once out of every 5 matches. So that means normally you recover like this, right? If you go low, people will be like,
I got what you
okay, I'm going to. That's what I mean, by reading. People think like reading is you just see your opponent's bad habit. No, you force it. You force them to bad habit. Like for me, right? I know my opponents are going to recover low. You know why? Because I always edge guard this area pretty well. So I know my opponents will go low. It's different. If they go up, right, that means they are looking to die already. So
Okay.
I do that for the first maybe 2-3 matches. It gets into their head. They start recovering low. Then I change my plan. I start aiming to go for low recovery ledge guarding, right? Sorry, low ledge guarding.
2-3 matches. I mean, like, shouldn't you do it for 2-3 times, then change?
Depends on that person, right? If that person doesn't learn mistake, you go and recover low for what? You might actually get killed by him. I don't know if you get in those situations a lot, but I experiment a lot. So one of the situations that happens to me, right, is that part of me actually really like, I hope that the guy learns his lesson and he changes his tactic because I want a better opponent kind of a thing. But you get hit by the most silly stuff. Like for example, right, my Bowser always does this back air at about this space, right? Okay, so I have some opponents that keep falling for this shit. Like no joke. Like I've like for like people like 12 matches they'll still keep doing it. So like I'll be like, okay, this guy should learn around like after the third match, right? And then I
Yeah.
go below, suddenly out of nowhere he does a down air or something. Maybe he accidentally smashed it for all I know, but I got killed by it lah. But then that tells me already for my future matches, right? If he's not gonna learn from this, you just keep doing it. You actually risk yourself if you decide to go lower, and that's the trick of it.
He
So
might be mind gaming you.
it's well, I mean for the most part, obviously those are the mind games. Those are actually they are just not learning and they're just they're just smashing. But you get killed by it because what it is actually a counter to going low, to ledge guard low, obviously. I think Suika actually has told me something like that as well. Like he's had moments where he thought the person learned his lesson and then he got countered for no fucking reason. It's actually pretty funny when it happens. But yeah, you should probably really like work on all of that. The B reverse thing. That's not what I showed you. This one, the get up one, then I don't ever see you use this. It's very rare for you to use this to ledge guard low.
Oh, you mean like? Oh, because like, for you always mind game me, what?
No, but I mean against like I think you could do it against me, you know, and then any Captain Falcon or anything that recovers low, right? Because look at this, you can still ledge guard. You can still ledge guard.
I barely do it because I'm not confident. Maybe.
Well, you should try it. There's quite a lot of tech that I can show you, but I just want to get to you the Bowser specific ones today. The jab cancel, right? This one.
Yeah.
It's really laggy, but you can try it sometimes. You can jab, then after that grab. You jab, crouch, grab.
Ben taught me this once. I got so frustrated in learning this.
What I do with Bowser, right, is that if my opponent starts catching on and then he tries to jab, right? Let's say I
Smash.
jab once and then he starts spamming jab like no tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What if usually when I'm not lagging, I will do like this and then after that I will pivot grab.
But won't you get hit by him?
Your one is a disjointed. I think it won't get hit, but you should test it out first. Bowser will get hit. Or the worst case scenario, parry. But I want the parry because I bring him closer to me, I can do stuff. Another one you could do is you just go into forward smash.
Oh.
You can of course forward tilt as well. You can of course up tilt if you want. Actually, I think the up tilt one you don't even need to time it. Yep, you don't even need to time it. Let me see what else. Does his forward tilt? Oh, his forward tilt actually goes further the more long you press forward. If you press back, I don't know if you knew this or not. You see this line on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, you see my forward tilt, huh? I'm not going anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at this. He actually moved me to the front.
If you press forward.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, let
So
me note that down.
If you press back, it doesn't go back.
F tilt moves you forward if you continue pressing forward.
Which is good. That means you can space it. You can adjust your spacing. So that why you want it? First of all, the tripping, right? Remember when I told you when you did the forward tilt, but you did it downwards? It trips, so you want to adjust your spacing. You want to, so that if people are doing down tilt, like you see if Marv or anything doing down tilt, you can challenge him by not going forward. You just press forward tilt, then you quickly press down. So you can hit him down a bit.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay. Remember
But if you hit him down, what's the point?
the trip? You learn how to do that first, but I would actually encourage you to go look on forums, but I'm pretty sure that there's a combo from that will guarantee you a smash.
Oh my god.
It's like a free smash. You don't want a free smash. But it requires timing. For Sonic 1, like I told you before, if you do the down tilt, you run stop, you jab once, then you do forward smash. That's actually Sonic's method of doing it. and it's free, like no joke. Like he can actually got time to even charge his forward.
Oh wow.
Smash. And Mewtwo one is also pretty gay because it earns him a free disable. So that's what we call what we call that in Smash boards, right? Is called neutral resetting from a trip.
Meaning?
It's when you force the character to that rolling thing, you know, when somebody gets knocked on the ground and then they can attack upwards or they can roll left and right. In Japanese, right, we actually call that an ukemi. It means get up roll, recovery roll. So when opponent fall down on the floor, right, if you trip him and then he go into that status, if you jab him before he goes into the full trip, like knockdown, count as knockdown, right?
Yep.
You can actually force him to get up and then you can charge your smash and hit him for free. That's actually what they call the reset neutral get up. So if you hear about that, right, it's the free combo thing that I'm telling you about now. So if your character, especially since now we know that Bowser Jr. can do that, that means he probably also can do that. Which is it's very important to know because at mid percentages, right, you want to look for stuff like that to do on your opponent to get them killed for free. But that's only if you practice and you know what to look out for lah.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you practice the grabbing this thing and then the Z-airing. And why you do it? Obvious reasons, because the Koopa covers your hitbox with an explosion. If
Covers
you
your
don't
hitbox.
it covers your body with an explosion.
So you can't get
Your
hit.
hurtbox. So if people try to punch you, they get hit lah by the Koopa.
Oh my god.
If they punch you or you're still holding, it's not haven't bombed yet, it's okay. But that's where you come in. You're supposed to try to time when you go into engagement with the opponent, right? You want it so that the Koopa is going to explode soon.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean or not? So it
So
puts
much.
more pressure on their shield. Number one, it puts more pressure on the shield. Number two, it gives them more hit stun. And then you may be able to combo off of it for free. Like you see what I did? I missed the neutral air and my Koopa hit him. So you want to do stuff like that. You should probably use this or the recovery to recover low, the up B to recover low. Only you should do it not against an opponent that can suddenly like do a magic trick and suddenly appear at the opposite side. Like
No doubt.
all the teleporting characters, Fox and Falcon, you do not want to do that because they might be able to game you. Who else? Sonic, if the Sonic knows how to do the long
The up
jump. No, Sonic has a long jump tech that is quite strict, but he can do. What Sonic does, right, at this range, he can jump to the middle of the stage straight away. No joke. It's like it's hard to do, but all ledge guarding, lol. What ledge guarding? He just jump over everything, and then he can still dodge, by the way, while doing that, and he can still air attack. It's pretty fucking good. And then what else can Bowser Jr. do? Does this thing ever trip? Nope.
No, down air trips.
Oh, down air trips.
One of the hitboxes. Not the last hitbox, I think. Like like there's this sound, right, which you can hear to see if they tripped or not.
I'm not playing with sound. Oh, so yeah, maybe you can try to.
Okay, so what do you want me to do when they trip?
You should go up and jab them. You run up jab. You run up shield jab. You see whether they are forced to get up or not. If you see they cannot, they are only have, if they force get up, what I mean, right? The neutral get up, they stand up only. They cannot do anything. They cannot.
So force get up is like always ensure it's neutral get up.
Yeah, it's always ensured neutral get up if you make sure you punch them when they trip. And I mean the trip, right, must be pretty solid one, like that kind of a trip, you know. You just see that trip? Yeah, that is the trip you're looking for. But
So
I
it's
don't know
like
if
when they fall down, they get up, you grab them, then they'll be forced into a neutral get up.
yeah. If you need to jab them as they just hit the floor, right? So that's why it's a bit tricky to do it with Bowser Jr. because let me see. Oh, he can fast fall with the down air. Let me see if I can. Can I force it? Because certain characters can do like this, then force it. Mewtwo can force it. No, Fox is too short. Let me choose a character that's taller.
Like.
Rosalina.
Oh my god.
Someone who.
Bowser Jr. vs Rosalina is quite a bad matchup, you know.
Because you don't know the tech, ma.
No, but Mecha Koopa like Rosalina just downbeat.
That's why I say you need to do this thing, the grab the thing and then you Z-air it.
And then Luma is everywhere in the game.
I know it's weird because Skylar actually tell me right he cannot fight Rosalina and I can fight Potatoes. What is that? The US guy who used Bowser, Potatoes, Rosalina, and his Rosalina. He actually knows how to counter Bowser. Rosalina couldn't even kill my Bowser. So
Wow.
I was like, Xavier also he has problems fighting my. You can even grab it back here. Oh my god, that's fucking ridiculous. Then you trip. Then the trip. You saw that right?
Yep.
Trip, get up straight into the bomb. It's like
So if you jab them as they get up, does it work?
it should, but I didn't anticipate it, so I didn't turn around and then I jabbed fast enough. But it should work. Let me try to force that. The trip. I don't know which hit it is though. If I know which hit it is, I can. It's definitely not the last one. The last one not max. It's tricky because this move right, actually to tell you the truth, there's a lot of tech that comes to your down air. What Mewtwo players do right is that you know, I don't know if you know this, but if somebody is facing away from you and you punch and you hit them even once, they will face you automatically, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is that if you know that character's recovery cannot turn back, right? And the opponent is facing you towards away from the stage.
Yeah.
What you can do is that you use that move, right? That
Oh.
you can hit them like that, and then you force them downwards if they jump, because it will force them to face the opposite way as they're jumping, and then their recovery won't be so good. This is especially good against characters like characters whose recovery they cannot turn, and if they cannot turn it right when they get up back to the ledge, they cannot grab it straight away one.
Like Peach.
Yeah, I think Peach also. So when that happens, right, they actually allows you to do a few things. If you're back on stage, if they haven't recovered yet, you can actually get a free forward smash on them or down smash. And then so that means yeah, you trip. You saw that?
Yeah, sorry. The last 2 or 3 hits.
Actually, you can kind of force Rosalina to go down off the ledge with you also. But the problem is that the last hit knocks her forward. So I think it will take some practice, but
You know the stage like Smashville, right? There's this. The ledge is like triangular and rectangular.
Yeah, that's actually what I did. I don't know if you saw my replay or not, but when Tane he tried to recover with Captain Falcon. I did a fortress with Bowser. I pull towards the middle of the stage, and then he gets killed immediately. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so let me I'm gonna show what exactly happened from that video. I'm gonna mute my
Wait, can you like use your account and view your own videos and get more views?
I can make other accounts, but why would I do that? I don't want to do that because it messes up my data analysis. I want to get pure data.
As in like you use your account, right? Then you view your own videos. Does it work?
Your own account that uploaded videos will give it 1 view.
Oh.
And that's all the views that you will ever get from that one. What people do is that they create like 6, 7, 8 accounts and then they view their own stuff. I don't do stuff like that because I want to rely on the
Yeah, I get what you mean.
view analytics. I don't know if you know this, but in YouTube, right, you can kind of see your how many views, what estimated minutes watched and all this. I want this data because it gives me marketing data. And if you yourself went and screw up your own marketing data, well, I mean that's stupid, right? So I would not encourage it. Where is the Tane video with the... Is Tane 1? Is it? I think it's this one.
Oh my god, wait.
Okay, I'm gonna
Wait,
mute this. I just want to show the part where I killed Tane. The first stop. He actually won that match. I recorded this match because I thought his comeback was pretty good. I was lagging a bit, but I personally thought that his comeback was really good. Like he managed to did all the right reads. So that's definitely to be commended.
all the right reads.
Yeah, he actually read properly what this matchup. Okay, here you see that. I'm gonna rewind back, then we're gonna replay this part again. See that?
Oh, I saw it. You watches on the stage then.
Because this is something I do regularly for Glory, Captain Falcons, which is that if they decide to do up B, right, and sometimes it actually hits the first time, even though when they're going for the invulnerability state, right, there's a moment where they are still vulnerable, their hand touches the ledge, they touch my fortress, they get pulled towards the middle of the stage because I go towards the middle of the stage. So then this happens. He falls and then he's like, he cannot, he just cannot come back. And it's a problem in the Bowser and Falcon matchup. This is like a real problem that Falcon has against Bowser. That Bowser can do especially if I'm not, let's say if I'm not lagging, and then he keeps doing that at the right animation timing, he will get hit by that thing again. It's pretty consistent, so I would say like they really screwed up in that balance. But it's something that you can always do with any move that hits multiple times, that you can control where your opponent is going. So like just now when you say triangular stage, right, I know what you're talking about. So you can actually do it to Falcon too, no fucking joke, and Fox. If you do it like that, you should be able to do it. And then it will pull him to the middle of the stage and then he'll die.
Wait, there is something I want to tell you.
Go ahead.
It's... Wait, just to confirm. It's not Tian, it's Tian.
Oh, Tian. Okay.
Yeah, the I is in front of the I is behind the A. Does it make sense?
Oh, Tian. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh my god, so cool. This guy's name is Tane.
It sounded so bloody weird.
Shit.
Good job, Jeff. Tane.
Now it's a China man's name already. Why did you do that?
Did you tell him that you call him Tane?
Like I type to him, I always type in Smash as a THAINN.
I'm gonna tell him.
Maybe he doesn't know, but I pronounce it as
going to tell him.
Even when I talk to Nicole and Ben, I always say Tane. So oh my god, now his name is Tian. Oh man, that kind of ruined the image.
I was like wondering is his real name called Tane? I was like, I went to Facebook to search this up just for you.
Hello.
Good job, Jeff. Good job.
Never mind, it's okay. I made somebody's name cooler. That's how nice I am, you know. But I mean, serious. I mean, it sounds cooler as Tane. But okay. Okay. What is that we're talking about?
Tane.
No. I mean with Bowser Jr.
Oh, not Tane.
Oh, this one with turn face, right? Forcing people to face you, and fighting Rosalina. I don't know if you know this, right? But Rosalina, the Luma doesn't actually turn where to face you if you whack it, but Rosalina does. And why this is very important is because, right, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but they should. If you cross over to, if you whack Rosalina and you pass her, right, with multiple hits, she might actually end up facing you. And why you want that? And even if she didn't face you, right, that's great. Because you want they need time to turn around to face you, or if Rosalina faces you, right, you know,
yep,
they will try to do something that their Rosalina can do while they're facing you, and because they know that their Luma cannot do anything already.
Oh.
And this is important to know because unless they do an air attack, which some of them you know, come on, it's like you know that they're gonna do an air attack, or do you know that they're gonna do a forward tilt in your direction. Those are the only things that they can do. So now you can actually perfect pivot those, or you can actually use disjointed hitboxes to attack those. You get what I mean?
Yep.
You basically limited all of Rosalina's jab to grab, down tilt options, because now they need to face you first.
Okay.
And it's something that I feel like nobody does, and it's ridiculous because I do it with Bowser all the time. And that's one of the ways that I get Rosalina to not... I get Luma to not hit me, basically. And I
Basically.
focus on whacking Rosalina.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And just to tell you Rosalina's weakness first, she's not that strong without Luma. She's actually pretty weak without Luma. So what you can do, right, is that whenever you get a chance to, knock out Luma first. Not hit Luma, knock Luma off stage.
Okay.
If you knock Luma off stage, Rosalina either has to call Luma back before it goes off stage, or she loses Luma for 13 seconds.
Then we defeat Luma.
Sorry?
If you kill Luma.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm telling you. Don't kill Luma. Knock Luma off stage so that he just falls down and dies.
But what's the difference?
The difference is that you don't need to go through Luma's tanky 60 HP lah.
60?
I don't know. It's like 40 to 60.
Holy
It's
shit.
pretty high, man. Like I'm not joking. Like you can forward smash it like 2-3 times, and you
I always thought it was 16.
look at this. One. You know already. This one is almost 20 damage. Oh wait, no, sorry. I knocked it off stage. I shouldn't knock it off stage. Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, let's stand here. One. That's about 20 damage already. Two. Oh, Luma fell off. But you know it's not dead lah, basically.
Yeah.
If it falls off, it didn't pop straight away, that means it's still alive. That one he didn't take full hit, so let me try 3 times. So I did like 3 forward airs to Luma, and Luma is still alive. Look at that. And then now only it dies. So it must have at least 50 HP, man. How much does this one do?
20.
Yeah, so if it... So 20. So that means it can tank for about 50, 55 like that. So you really want to attack Luma and kill it? No, you won't kill Luma. I can guarantee you that. Even with Bowser, right? You can like get as many hits as Rosalina will allow you to hit, and the Luma will still not die. Even if I forward smash twice, and like Bowser forward smash is like 25 damage.
Wow.
So I can tell you that, get it off stage. Get Rosalina to go off stage like this, and then when Rosalina come back, right, just attack her.
Okay.
Okay?
When you fight like Rosalina's, right, if you kill the Luma, what would they do?
I think Xavier will actually panic, and then...
I know what Xavier will do, but you're the pro one you fight eh?
Okay, the pro ones I fight, right? Actually, my own Rosalina also does this, but I just play normally. Whoa, big surprise!
Wait, I mean, I'm recovering from this shock.
Yeah, I know you're breathing heavily into the microphone. Please don't do that. It's actually kind of like I'm recording it and it's blowing into my ears.
Oh, my bad.
But, yeah, you learned not to do something on the microphone.
Wow.
But serious, you should just play normally, man. No big surprise there. You should just play normally. Look out for... Yeah, good Rosalina will actually just play normally. They will just continue to...
Play normally because Luma isn't there, so that means it's not normal anymore. Right?
Okay, I disagree. Why? Because... Okay, let me change to Rosalina real quick. And then show you what Rosalina can do without Luma. Hi there, I'm using... Don't pick... Okay, this Rosalina is okay now.
What's your color?
Actually I use default
Oh, mine's
for
purple.
everybody. Oh, purple lah. A bit weird. Okay, first of all, right, Luma tags. Okay, first of all, Xavier actually knows all of this already. He's watched the Buzz video, I think. And he knows that
Luma landing. I'm like,
he knows how to do Luma landing already. He knows how to do he knows all what is the knockout moves, and he knows how to like neutral air, forward smash, up
Xavier's
smash,
pretty
up
good,
tilt, up air, huh?
Xavier's pretty good, right?
I think Xavier actually is like I wouldn't. It's hard to say, you know. He plays well. He gets the wins. Against
His mind game sucks though.
he wins against me. Pretty much as Gerald wins me, and I from what I hear from other players is that Gerald is actually a better player than Xavier is.
He is way better.
And I am inclined to agree is because I feel that with Rosalina, right, I've beaten Xavier with Rosalina before, but we were just like playing for fun.
hope.
A few times. I believe so lah. And what I think is that he actually gets pressured really easily. As a good player, right, he has the tools, but he does not have enough fundamental knowledge to make use of the tools. So I think that the last time when Xavier and I played, and he asked me for an opinion, I told him to try playing other characters.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah, he has to, because it's like he's using a really good character and he's not doing as well as he should be with that character. Well, I mean,
I can beat Xavier with Mewtwo constantly.
yeah, I mean, like there also could be said the same for you, but it's different. I mean, you're not trying, you know. You get what I mean? Like you, for the many months I've known you, right, you haven't really been trying to get like better at the game. Not even fundamentally, but with Xavier he has. Even from when Zach was with us.
Oh.
So I believe that it's from him not getting better is because he's developed really bad habits from playing with Rosalina. Because like what I said with Little Mac, right? You were winning newbies at first with Little Mac, and then you come to the mid game and you start to lose to everybody when everybody is learning how to get to play the game better. It's because Little Mac doesn't have the tech to keep up with the middle game.
I got it.
You know, so you don't want to rely on the character's fundamentals and cover up the fundamentals and tech too much with tech or the character's strengths and capabilities, because you're just making yourself into the same level player with the next level of a gun or higher level sword, or like you have max damage but you don't even know how to use, so if you cannot even get a hit in, there's no bloody point. Okay, so moving on. What can Rosalina do with Luma? Like, I think I've done this to you before. The 2 jab, then after that up smash. There's a bunch of all these tiny little techs that Luma can do. She can actually.
You never play Rosalina against me before.
Actually, I fought Ben with Rosalina a few times. I was trying out her a bit, and it's not that hard for me to do her stuff, but I prefer not playing her because she's not my type of character. I don't like her style. I don't think she's really challenging to use, honestly, and she has things that I doesn't allow to be aggressive. Like she has to play safe because you know, she's not exactly a very tanky character. If she gets knocked out, she gets knocked out pretty hard, and she's quite big size. She's like very big size, you know.
It's not because of her bloody clothes.
Yeah, if not for the fact for that she has Luma blocking her and she has this like crawl, right? It's just really as good crawl. But
It is?
it is, it's damn good. It's like it can dodge stuff and then it moves back slowly, and actually it pulls the back hitbox, right, goes a bit less if you pull it to the front, because what people do with this is that they'll pull it back as they're moving, as they are going into crouch. So what it actually allows Rosalina to dodge certain stuff, you know?
No.
Like forward tilts, like this thing can dodge forward tilts if you crouch and you move back at the same time. So it's a really good tech, but you know, like I don't see a lot of people using it. Like I came across this for Glory Rosalina, and a lot for Glory Rosalinas tend to use this even if they're good. They will spam dodge, spot dodge, and side dodge all the way. And I always punish them when they're dodging. Xavier does this as well, again, same problem. What tech can Rosalina do other than all that? Well, let's get rid of Luma first, and then let's leave him there. Okay, Rosalina, right, can do... Why is he following me? Don't do me, my puppy. Get away! Shoo!
He likes you.
Okay, let's charge it and really get away. Okay. Then move it down a little bit. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's actually how you kill Luma.
Okay.
With your own. I'm such a bad Luma owner. But anyways, what can you do with her? Well, her perfect pivot is actually it's not good. but it's not it's
Oh
nothing
my God.
special, but it's actually pretty good. You saw the distance?
Yep.
It's actually pretty good. It's not like it's see that it still teleports people around. Other than that, her jab is really good. She can still do that 1-2 to crouch. She can do 1 to crouch and then 1-2 and then crouch. A lot of characters can only do it the first one.
Okay.
Her forward tilt and her down tilt is actually pretty good. Let's just show you the range, right? This is with Luma, so let's get rid of Luma. Let's get rid of Luma. Not get rid of Rosalina. Her forward tilt actually hits this far. It's damn good, man. I don't know about you, but that's pretty damn far. That's like further than
God.
Bowser's
That's like-
down.
You see the green color thing below?
Yeah,
It's like 2 tiles.
yeah, exactly. It hits further than Bowser's down tilt, for fuck's sake. Like, you know, I know like Bowser Jr.'s down tilt also beats Bowser, but like this is fucking ridiculous. And then because she's so tall. Other than that, come on, I mean this is damn good on its own. This one cancels for free. And this one you can actually play a fool with the hitbox a bit on the neutral air. And then on her own self, her forward air and whatnot, she can still ledge guard with this pretty easily because it's disjointed.
Oh.
This one also she can ledge guard with it and it auto cancels. This one does not auto cancel, but in full jump it auto cancels. And then what some more? She can draw hitboxes lah with this thing and this thing.
Oh.
You see, she can actually draw stuff with this, you know. Otherwise, it will be a circle. You can do it fast to air to do like an oval shape. You can do it backwards. What I like to do right with this thing is I do like this. It actually makes a very solid, long-lasting hitbox if I do it backwards and then I jump backwards. Another one is you jump forwards with it and it covers upwards instead. And that's a neutral jump, by the way. That's not forward air.
Oh.
This is neutral jump. See? Neutral jump.
And neutral air has lots of nice hitboxes.
Yeah.
No wait, I
neutral
mean
air.
active frames.
Yeah. So you see this? Neutral air. It's so nice. So I mean like, how useful is she? You should be worried because her up smash, her forward smash will all still kill you. Of course her up tilt can still kill you. The up tilt without Luma is still pretty damn good. It's only her up smash is not that good without Luma. So if Xavier does this mistake when his Luma is not around, he tries to up smash. You shouldn't. You should just go straight for up tilt. Or you can do this thing where you down tilt, down air people, and then you up tilt. See that? It's like sorry, up air people. It's fucking good. Like I mean, Rosalina, right? She's probably only maybe as weak as I don't know, Fox without the speed or something. Maybe I don't know. I see like she can actually counter a lot of characters even without Luma. So with the fact that she has Luma is actually pretty damn good. In fact, the only reason why I feel that a lot of Rosalina character players, right, they don't play aggressively is because they scared get killed only. But other than that, she has Foxtrot. Her Foxtrot is pretty damn good. She can Foxtrot to jab. She can Foxtrot to dash attack. She can Foxtrot and then crouch. Foxtrot to down tilt. So she's a pretty damn good character, you know, on her own without Luma.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so don't underestimate Rosalina. And if you ever fight good Rosalina, which I think that right now Xavier is the only player who's actually using Rosalina, so you don't need to worry about it.
No, there's one more guy.
Okay, cool.
It's called Mark.
Who uses Rosalina?
Yeah.
Is he good?
It's like mind games wise, like fundamentals, I think Mark is better, but he's not that knowledgeable about Rosalina. Like Xavier knows how to do Luma landing and shit, right? But Mark doesn't really do that stuff.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like one has one and the other.
Yeah.
It's not that. You need to learn all of it, man, if you have the free time. Okay, let's come back to Bowser Jr. Let's see what else does he have. But these are the techs that you should practice and try to get into your play and experiment.
Okay.
To be honest, right, the one main reason why I always get bored of Bowser is because Bowser don't have these things to play with. And it's because he doesn't have these things to play with, right, he actually loses like a lot. Like I can honestly tell you, right, once everybody learns how to do most of this stuff, I should begin losing my battles already. Not just because of the lag, but even if let's say I was playing LAN, right, it's mainly because of the fact that Bowser just doesn't have tools to allow him to keep up.
Okay.
He's just not a good character. So like the fact that you guys are losing to him now, right, is because you guys don't know the tech. Your guys are reading ability are not that good yet. And once you guys get better, right, I can finally move away from Bowser, or they have to buff Bowser. Or
Okay.
that just means that I have to be better, way better in my mind game with Bowser only. Okay, Bowser Jr., right, you should really try walking after forward smash. I don't know if you know this, but he kind of teleports a little bit. Hold on, let me zoom in my camera. Look at this. Do you see that? If he walks back, his whole body kind of like just...
Oh, I see.
You know? Bowser has this thing too, but with his jab. But you can do it with your forward smash, which is even better. Which is really good. But you should probably do it against characters who are trying to outspace you. People like Suika, but Suika uses a long range character lah, so I'm not sure. But Tane also tries to back air you. Basically, people who are using poking characters, right? Their aim is to hit you with the tip of their hitbox, or hit sphere in this case. They're trying to hit you with the tip, but not get hit themselves. They don't want to go in and then use forward tilt like that. They want to do it from the tip. So because they want to challenge you and they want to hit you to get you out of their range. So you kind of want to do this thing where if you fight against people like that, right, with whatever move that you can do that moves yourself a bit further away, like forward tilt, then you walk away a bit further. That's how you bait them into getting them to come nearer to you. They either will run to you and try to grab you, or you can they will try to come closer to you like that. If they come closer to you, right, great, they're not going to hit you if they come closer, and you can continue to do this thing. If they try to grab you, then you can try to counter them with something like this.
Okay.
Which you should already know, because you're already doing that.
Like a lot. I'm doing that.
Yeah, you're doing that a lot. It's just that you're not good at outspacing people yet. That's actually how I mostly end up hitting you anyways.
I don't even know what's the importance of spacing.
Spacing is this thing when you adjust your space.
Like, why does it matter? I mean, we need to get close so we can get the hit.
If you think about it like this. Remember I said Sonic and Mario, you can hear other people's hand.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that to Rosalina's forward tilt, what? Because she's using her whole body. If you can also do it to her down tilt. So why, instead of standing about this range, why would I stand here and let Rosalina hit me, or Luma hit me in this case, when I can stand here, and then after that I hit Rosalina when she's trying to do forward tilt or down tilt or dash at me. That's
So
why we
spacing
space.
is like a combination of reading and mind games.
No, spacing is when you park your car properly so that other people's car don't hit you.
Oh.
Reading is when you know the guy is gonna do this thing and you trap him for it. Or another way of, it's not really reading, you con people. It looks like it's reading, but it's because you already forced them to keep doing that. Is there any confusion?
No.
Cool. Do you have any questions first before I move on? Okay. Is there any tech that you're still not way clear of?
Yeah, let me think.
Yeah, you should think. Yeah, actually you should do stuff like this, I don't see you doing sidecar to Koopa.
Last time I did that and I got punished a lot.
No, you should do it like this. You do it over here, they quickly grab.
Yeah, I get punished a lot.
Why?
It's like when I use Koopa, right, they're already approaching me.
When you sidecar away?
When I sidecar to them, then I down B.
No, you shouldn't. You should sidecar away. That's what I do with Sonic's side B as well, you know? Sometimes, right, he expects me to side B toward him, I side B away from him, and then I go far away. He needs to run to me now.
Oh.
You get what I mean? The time him running to me, I can plan my next move. So you can like this, right? And then you put Koopa, you drop Koopa at the end of the stage so that you can immediately grab it straight away. You see what I mean?
Yep.
You side B, Koopa, and then after that you do some forward air or something to grab it, and then you go back to them.
Oh my god.
So you actually have like this thing, but you're like not using it just yet. You see, I can still side B even though I'm holding Koopa over here. So I have enough time to side B, drop Koopa, forward air with Koopa, and then after that I can side B towards them again.
But isn't like back air or nair a better option?
That's why you want to do that thing that I was telling you about. You
Sup?
grab this thing, and then after that you like this, you forward air. What lah? My timing is so bad. Okay. See this thing where you drop it and you forward air straight away? You're still holding it, right? See? I still have my back air what?
Okay, got it.
But you obviously you do it when your opponent is not rushing you. I'd say do it if you're ahead of life. If somebody's HP is ahead of you, right? And then they're trying to play a bit campy. So, and it's good against Rosalina what? You don't want to throw the Koopa at them. You want to be holding your own Koopa. You know? So it's like, let's say you fight Savior or any other Rosalina for example, you obviously won't like drop your Koopa and let them have it because they'll just suck in the Koopa. Or if they are even better, they will suck in the Koopa, jump, and then they'll grab the Koopa, which you don't want them doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's even more worse. So when you get them defensive first, you get them to be really defensive. And then you sidecar away, you go this, you grab the Koopa, and then after that you have a Koopa and then use your other moves. You get what I mean or not? So you can go and do an air attack while dropping the Koopa. And then now you won't get damage from your Koopa, you got a free hitbox. And then if you really need to, you can throw it away, you can drop it, you can just do an air attack together with it to combo together. There's so many things you can do with it after that. Let's try this again. Let's see what I can do with this. 1, 2. Then we cover and jump. Actually, he's very good at his moves. Makes me tempted to use Bowser. Actually, last time I wanted to use Bowser Jr., but I don't have the time to pick up so many characters right now.
Yay!
Lol. Okay.
Don't steal my spotlight.
Spotlight. Then you better start using this character more.
Fine.
The text and all that. Let's see what other things does he have. Can he out of shield?
Not bad. I mean, up smash. But the up smash hitbox not that good
I think it's good. Can beat Bowser's down air.
No, but I keep missing characters like Pikachu.
That's why you have this one. These are the two things.
Like sometimes when I go too near to them, right, like close range, my up smash won't hit them.
No, that's why you got your up tilt and all that. Why aren't you using it?
No, because they are next to me. They are not on air. They're in the ground.
Oh, you mean short characters?
Like I guess so. But some characters same height also they won't get hit. Then I'm like very confused. I think there was once my up smash missed a shot. I think.
No, I mean so then you obviously don't do it. Come on, like even my Bowser, I won't do this right if I know you're not above me because it will miss also what. It's just like, yeah, I mean it's great that Fox and whatnot can hit all that, but it means that your one is disjointed. Theirs is not disjointed. Fox one is not disjointed, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like his one hits around him, but it's not disjointed. I mean, not everybody will get like Rosalina, right? Can hit everywhere and still get a height. But yeah, you should really reserve this for just people above you. That's why you want to be able to slide this. Let me show you what I mean. Zoom. You see that? The slide?
But the slide is like very tiny.
Yeah, but it's still a slide. It's better than I just position myself here, then I do like that. That sucks.
Okay, good point.
And
I
then you
just
also
realized-
have your down tilt, your down smash. Sorry?
I just realized Bowser Jr. looks so cool when he does the out smash.
Yeah, oh my god, you just realized?
Yeah.
He is cool. I honestly thought that Bowser Jr. was a very appropriate add-on when they add in Rosalina as well. Then when they add in Bowser Jr. in Sunshine, I thought it was like one of the best things they could have done for the Koopa series,
Oh.
Koopa gang. And then your down smash, can you slide it?
I think you can.
No,
Do you
this
have a
one
C-stick?
stop is too slow. I know you can perfect pivot to. Let's see, try this. Eh, why is perfect pivot not coming?
Oh, you're too scrub.
No, I need to get the timing for his perfect pivot timing is different than Bowser.
Isn't all perfect pivots timing one frame?
No, but the dash animation is different.
Oh.
It's what we call one frame input. That means your timing you need to catch it at one frame, but actually I'm not sure. I need to double check. I believe what they said was either that it starts with the dash animation first or it before the dash animation. So I need to double check that. But I know for certain characters like no, they cannot be lah. It should count as dash first because Sonic can actually adjust his perfect pivot distance.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do down smash with this? Actually, you don't use the. Do you use the GameCube stick? I'm using Wii Pad now.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, looks like your brain cannot take it anymore. Should we stop it?
How did you know?
You're clicking on stuff already. And actually you've been kind of like slow in the last few ones. Actually since I started showing you the browser tech. I mean, you were like, I was like showing you tech and I was like, oh, okay.
No, I was really listening. Like I recorded it down, just in case I forgot.
But if you're not sure if your brain can take anymore, we stop now. Or else.
It's not my brain, it's my eyes can't take it anymore.
Then say something, man. Tired.
Nah, I cannot. I have to do it by today.
Why?
Reasons.
Lord.
But I'm scared that if I sleep late again, my eyes will still be tired. Because this morning I woke up, my eyes couldn't open, and I couldn't concentrate in class. That's why I didn't do well in the programming class.
Do you need a diaper change too?
Shut the hell up.
I'm just kidding lah.
Wow, Jeff, wow.
What was it? I was gonna say. Your diaper.
Jesus Christ.
No. Okay. Hold on. Let me show you a couple things that I just found out. Are you looking?
I think I am.
You think you are? You better be looking. I
Okay.
I don't want to do this a few times though.
Yalla.
Okay, up tilt right can go into up smash. I don't know if you know that, but it does.
I know.
Because I don't see you using it, but you need to be very close though.
No, I don't use it because I don't use up tilt at 0%.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm scrub.
I'm fine. No,
I
don't
mean,
do
like-
that.
I just do what I think that can hit you.
I actually think it's pretty good. If you're up tilt, you know it's disjointed, right? For some characters, you can actually go jump in front of them at about this range, get them to jab. You use this against their jab, they'll bulk up, you just up smash.
Oh, okay.
Another one is that you can of course do this. I don't know if you know this, but his up air, right, hits behind him a bit.
Hmm.
See?
Okay.
So a lot of combos you can actually do with Bowser Jr. actually that you're not really using to his best yet. And then as this one I already told you, even though Koopa has latched onto other people, right, you know you can still grab it.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can still grab it and you can still continue combo them. And by the way, the Koopa will not explode until your air move finishes.
Meaning?
Meaning that if the time is up already, it's time for Koopa to explode, and you're still holding Koopa with and doing an aerial move, right? Koopa will not explode straight away, only after you do that move.
Oh damn. So you get bonus time, something like that.
Yeah, you get to delay the time with Koopa.
So you don't have to like care about the like keep on concentrating about time, like you just do whatever shit you want.
Yep, pretty much. But it won't
Yeah,
explode
yeah.
earlier lah.
So what we gonna do now?
Well, it's late. You're already a bit lazy, so I think
I'm not lazy.
So
Come on,
what I can suggest is, you turn on your. Actually, I'm a bit lazy to get on the 3ds. Okay, how about like this? You tell me what you. I just want to revise with you what you managed to do today.
Oh my god, is this?
What you managed to remember?
Okay, teacher.
Lol.
Wait, let me go on my WhatsApp. I put it down there. Okay, so we learned that Jeff is scrub.
Lol.
Okay, so we learned that you know how you said the Japanese players they edge guard with the cannon, like they use the cannon then they instantly grab the ledge, so they don't have any hit stun or something.
Yeah.
That's one edge guard to catch people by surprise. Then second one is your Mecha Koopa shield. Like you make sure you send out the Koopa, then you go grab it again, then you do the jump, like go the zaring up. Then after that, when you attack them, right, if they grab you or something, you explode, or you can combo the Koopa with other moves. Right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go on.
Okay, then the next one is you tell me to use more edge guard with the hammer because it can catch people off guard. So basically I have to mix up more like going into every time. Like if people charging an F smash, right, I'll just do that. Then the last one, I mean not the last one, I mean like F tilt moves you forward.
F tilt moves you forward, yes.
And then lots of Rosalina things.
Do you know how to do the ZA thing though?
Yeah.
But you can get it consistently.
No, of course not yet.
Okay, then you should probably
Practice.
practice with that. Also let you know, right? Other than neutral air and down air, forward air and back air, you cannot do it while moving forward and backward. Down air and neutral air, you can do it while moving forward and backward. Because Bowser just tested out. Just now while I was talking to you, I was testing out. I don't know if you can see this. Look at me. So yeah, if I move forward too much, I will drop the. See?
Oh.
And then with neutral air, it's not that much of a problem though. See?
Okay,
so,
got it.
With forward air you can still, but it's too strict at the timing. It's really hard to do. Back air also is too hard to do. Is there, you can practice it, but you should practice it still. Who knows what you may find. Let's see what the forward smash can. So that means your forward smash you should always aim down. You should never aim in the middle.
Why?
Because you knock back people upwards, right? So you want to knock back people forwards, right? The forward of the stage is shorter than. It will mess their DI, number one. Number two, instead of aiming towards the above of the stage, you will aim towards the side of the stage.
So, wait, aiming F smash above is useless, right?
Hold on, let me try. See this is up. So if you know they're gonna DI up, right? If you know the guy is always DIing up no matter what you smash, you just do it upwards. Let's try down. Oh, that's not down. Okay, let's try down.
How do you even know where they are DIing?
People who DI, they usually have a DI that angle that they go to. It's usually a bad habit. If they see like for Zach, he DIs downwards a lot. If he feels that it's an up smash though, he will DI left to right, downwards. If he gets hit by a forward smash, he'll DI upward.
DIing is like when you fly, right? You just hold the direction that you want to go. Right?
You tap and quickly hold, and you try to pull yourself into that direction. So
do you flick it or hold?
You try to tap it, and then you hold. And it also works for shield, by the way. So if like somebody is whacking you in multiple hits, you can keep DIing away.
Oh, then there's a Lucario or Aura Spear shit, right?
Yeah, so you know that already. So you of course normally you want to aim for this side of the screen, the upwards, furthest upwards location, because it has the most distance. Obviously.
Yeah.
So when I mean you want to forward smash people then down, right? You should be aiming to. Oh, you're really sleepy already. You should be aiming down so that they can go downwards a bit. But it's not that much of a difference. But you should still do that lah.
Okay. Oh my god, it killed at 80%, wow.
Yeah, it does. Bowser Jr.'s forward smash is damn strong. It's
Pretty
just
much.
more strong in the Wii U.
It's stronger in the Wii U.
Because the Wii U, this box is not, you see it's not that far one, you know. It's further on the
Oh yeah.
it's further on the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
They just made it that way. That's actually why, right? You saw that Nairo got killed by Zero
20.
Samus's
The 20% thing.
the 25%, which is ridiculous. 2 up airs and then straight away from like 40
Up B.
into up B. Then after that dies straight away. With Rage, in Wii U it kills. And by the way, Zero did DI. He tried to DI, cannot. He dies straight away. And then if you do it on the 3DS, right? The 3DS can survive for another 20%.
Oh.
So that means think about like my full jump like that. The DS has like at least this much more distance.
Wow.
It's actually quite a lot. So keep that in mind. Like on Wii U, right? Your forward smash will be able to kill people more efficiently, but so does everybody's else's stuff.
Okay, I got it.
That's why you see on the 3DS nobody does up smash, but on the Wii U everybody does up smash, because the distance between the top of the screen and then the here is not that far on the Wii U.
Got it.
3DS is damn far. Okay, so since I think we pretty much are done. We pretty much got everything. You just need to practice those before we get into the mind games and all that reading stuff.
Ah, okay.
Whoa.
I was expecting mind games today. God damn it, Jack.
Yeah, you should at least like try that tech first, because it will improve your game the most, I think. Especially the one where you're holding the Koopa and then you're ledge guarding. Once you figure out those, and remember the side B, this thing the side B that goes into cannon, you should really try that out. Once we get all that already, we will just go ahead with the mind reading the next time we do this. Okay, take care, dude.
I wanna play.
Oh, you want to play
I'm tired also.
Go
I wanna
rest
play
lah.
with my eyes closed.
Lol. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I take what I said back. I'm gonna start maining Bowser Jr.
No, wait, wait, don't do this to
Wow,
me.
his
Man.
up air is so good, man.
Don't do
Starting
this
fall in
to
love.
me.
Wow, you know, I played the father, I must have played the son.
No, we can't. Jeff, don't do this, man. My career will be gone.